Welcome back to the channel, guys. So let's start with the absolute heartbreak that is Chanel Dupree DiMera. Watching her battle malignant breast cancer while she is pregnant has been gut-wrenching. It really has. Raven Bowens is acting her literal heart out right now. Give this woman an Emmy already. But seriously, Chanel is terrified. She is so scared of what radiation might do to her unborn baby. And who can blame her? She is refusing treatment. She wants a happier ending, and she is demanding it. But cancer doesn't care what you demand. Johnny is just standing there, looking completely helpless. He is venting to Theo about it, which is ironic since Theo knows all about losing a mom to illness. But yeah, Johnny is stuck, and Chanel is just withering away with worry. It is so hard to watch. You guys know how much we love Chanel. She has been through the ringer with her bakery, her past marriages, and now this. It is just cruel. The writers are really putting her through it. But you know who isn't just standing around looking helpless? Paulina Price. Oh no. Paulina does not sit back and wait for bad news. We know Paulina. We love her, we hate her, but we know her. This woman is a force of nature. She went straight to the top of the food chain to get help. She marched right up to EJ DiMera to demand access to a highly classified experimental drug. The Versavix drug, the miracle cure. And what did EJ do? He slammed the door in her face. He refused. He turned her down flat. He claimed they don't know how the drug will affect pregnant women. But here is the kicker. That was a complete lie. Or at least a very convenient excuse to get her to back off. EJ is hiding something massive. Are you guys ready for this? Because my jaw actually hit the floor when I put the pieces together. The real reason EJ is hoarding this miracle drug, he didn't tell Paulina because it is a massive DiMeras secret. Lexi is dying. Again, yes, Lexie Carver. Abe's beloved wife, EJ's half-sister. We all watched her tragically pass away from an inoperable brain tumor over a decade ago. Remember back in 2012? She was exposed to toxic fumes in the secret tunnels under the DiMera mansion. Fumes created by Stefano, no less. It was one of the most heartbreaking goodbyes in Day's history. Abe was destroyed, completely shattered. Theo was just a little boy who lost his mom. And now she is back from the dead thanks to Dr. Rolf and EJ's science project. But the drug is failing. It is actually failing. So here is what the spoilers and timelines are telling us. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf examined Lexi and found out that the resurrected lab rat died. The Versavix serum has lethal side effects. Lexi is getting headaches. She is stumbling. She is basically on borrowed time all over again. EJ is in an absolute panic. He is terrified that Lexi is going to face a grim fate once more. So he is hoarding every drop of that miracle drug or whatever counter serums Rolf is cooking up to save his sister. He is playing God again, and he is completely shutting out Chanel in the process. He is choosing his sister over his daughter-in-law, which I guess is a very EJ thing to do. I am absolutely furious with EJ right now. I really am. I get it, he has that toxic DiMera loyalty complex baked into his DNA. Stefano practically hardwired it into him. Family above all, right? But holding back a life-saving drug from your own daughter-in-law? From the mother of your future grandchild? That is a new low, even for EJ. Maybe I am being too harsh. I mean, it is his sister. He brought her back and now he feels responsible for her dying again. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. He is in a terrible spot. But still, you don't just let Chanel suffer. A lot of fans on social media think EJ is just being cautious about the baby, but I actually think he is being an arrogant, selfish monster who only cares about his immediate DiMera bloodline. He always thinks he knows best. He always thinks he can control life and death. So what happens next? If you think Paulina's just going to accept no for an answer and walk away, you haven't been paying attention for the last 5 years. I can guarantee you 100% Paulina's going to steal that drug. Period. She is going to steal it. She is absolutely going to steal it. Look at her psychological state right now. Paulina spent years lying to Chanel and Lonnie about their true parentage to protect them from TR Coates. She has a deep-seated trauma surrounding the safety of her daughters. She will literally do anything to keep them safe. When Paulina feels cornered, she doesn't freeze. She attacks. This totally explains the intense, almost suffocating pressure she has been putting on Chanel and Johnny lately. We have all been in the comments saying, wow, Paulina needs to back off and let them breathe. But from her perspective, the clock is ticking. She knows a cure exists. She knows EJ has it. She knows her daughter is withering away. She is practically vibrating with anxiety because she is plotting a heist. Let's break down how this is going to play out. Because the fan theories are going wild right now, and I have some strong thoughts on this. Paulina isn't a stealthy ninja. She is going to need help. I think she is going to manipulate Johnny into stealing it for her. Think about the poetic justice there. Johnny, EJ's own son, stealing the DiMera miracle drug to save his wife, betraying his father in the process. It mirrors the classic DiMera versus Brady and Horton family wars from the 90s and 2000s, where love constantly forced children to betray their corrupt parents. Johnny loves Chanel so much, he would do anything for her, even if it means crossing EJ. And let's be real, Johnny and EJ are already clashing over the whole DiMeras CEO thing and Johnny wanting to build a better legacy with Theo. So this is the perfect breaking point. Johnny has that Sammy Brady fire in him. He won't just sit by and let his wife die if a cure is sitting in a lab downstairs. But wait, it gets even messier. The consequences of this are going to be massive. If Paulina gets this drug to Chanel and it works, oh, I will be throwing a party. I am so ready to see Chanel glowing and healthy, holding a beautiful baby. But what about Lexi? If Paulina steals the only batch of the cure or the counter serum, does she inadvertently kill Lexie Carver? Can you imagine the absolute devastation if Abe finds out his wife was secretly alive, only to die because his current wife stole the cure for her daughter? Paulina already knows Lexi is alive. She knew before Abe did, so she knows exactly what is at stake here. She is making a conscious choice to prioritize Chanel over Lexi, which makes sense for a mother, but it is incredibly dark. The moral ambiguity here is top-tier soap opera writing. It is brilliant. I love Chanel, and I want her to survive at all costs. But the impending war between the DiMeras, the Prices, and the Carvers is going to be apocalyptic. EJ will not forgive this. If Johnny helps, EJ might disown him entirely. And what about Abe? Abe is already torn between Lexi and Paulina. He is confiding in Marlena, trying to figure out his feelings. If Paulina's actions lead to Lexi's second death, Abe will never ever forgive her. Their marriage will be over, done, finished. And Theo? Poor Theo will lose his mother twice. It is just too much tragedy for one family. It is going to destroy the Carver family all over again. Honestly, I don't know how the writers are going to untangle this mess, but I am glued to the screen. Every single episode right now is just packed with tension. What were they thinking putting Chanel through this? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Nobody. That's who. But we are all going to watch anyway, because that is what we do. We love the drama. We live for the mess. What do you guys think? Is Paulina justified in stealing the drug to save Chanel and the baby? Or is she crossing a line if it means dooming Lexi? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because I really need to talk about this with people who get it. Drop a like if you are rooting for Chanel and the baby, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our deep dives. I'll catch you guys in the next video.